Yeah, they added new missions to Team Infinity.
Yeah, it's just getting PXP. I mean, you're gonna get some of it done just by playing without even noticing. And what's even better right now is double PXP right now.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And another week is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. This one finds Goddard. Oh, this big guy is moving! And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Quick slant complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He's on the move. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
A little bit of chaos, right? When your play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Titans will have a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got time here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That one's complete, right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing now, off play action. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. He's going deep. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. He loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Pass play on 1st and goal. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Titans parlay the turnover into a lead. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's complete to Pittman. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that side.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Titans are out of bounds on the return with a big interception to end this quarter. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked up by Jalen Jones. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy, and if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
On target to his man Taylor. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It is caught left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Complete out to the right. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., and things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will get set to take over. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 1. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. That's a pickup of 9. And the Titans will have a first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll throw on first. Taking a deep shot here. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy to throw it. That pass complete to Goddard. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. They have themselves another first and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's McCarthy to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts chop some of the lead off before the half. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL. And that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Connects on the crosser. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back now, pressure on its way. Hits his running back. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pass play on 1st and goal. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 22 on that one. And the Titans will have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here from the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Back to the well again. Down to the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only a yard that time, a defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. York tacks on that extra point. And the Titans continue piling on to this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On target to his man Taylor. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Taylor makes the catch. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Goddard makes the catch. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. On play action now, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Titans regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. He just kept going backward, trying to find an escape, and that just got tougher and tougher to watch, Brock, as it went. Such an empty feeling for a quarterback because you're trying to keep the play alive. But let me give some credit to the defense here because it takes swarm, it takes attack, it takes all of them to finally get to the quarterback, and they're rewarded with 2 pretty big points. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run. 2nd and 4. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it. That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Dropping back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 42. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's on the move. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Can't get it to him. Incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Back to the air, McCarthy. This one finds Goddard. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. This one finds Taylor. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 now. Hauled in by Downs. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts putting up points in a game decided. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts get it back to a 19-point deficit. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Give him 13 on that play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
The give here on 2nd. Still finding room past the 45. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Looking to the air here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that returner. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. And now they're staring at 4th and long. McCarthy to throw for it. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Titans take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Trying for the deep ball. Touchdown, Tennessee. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans continue adding on to that lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It was Johnny on the spot.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. They are throwing it again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. He sends this one to the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Trying to push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
2nd and 10 now. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
That's caught for the first. And he's taken down at the 30. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And there's our last-seen image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Titans take over as he records his 10th career INT. The give now out of the shotgun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Titans are your winners as we say so long from Indy.